Ahmed Kathrada Foundation is reaching out to communities in the South of Johannesburg and assisting eligible people to register for the COVID-19 vaccine. The foundation is going door to door to help the elderly to register. Well, eNCA's Khayelihle Khumalo is accompanying the foundation. Let's find out from him how it's been going. Khaya, good afternoon, and tell us how have they been received, especially with the elderly we know who can be suspicious at the best of times about processes like this.
Well, that's right, Yuveka. So the reception has really just been tremendous for these young stars as they crisscross here in Fine Town, one of the most economically deprived areas here in Gauteng. So it started really on Thursday in earnest, and as we just speak to you right now, they're just, spread across this particular area. But Yuveka, really just to give us a sense of how the program works, we're joined by the youth coordinator, that's David. So David, I mean, this is quite a very noble initiative. We know that vaccine hesitancy is a big issue in South Africa, but tell us about how have you been received by the community in this area?
Well, there's been different kind of receptions. You can see that there's a sentiment of older people saying that vaccine will kill them and they don't need it. But there are those that who are welcoming us in their homes, and they're actually saying that we've been waiting for someone to come and register us so that we can get this vaccine. So, I mean, the perfect example of this uncle here was very excited that he's been registered now and then he'll finally get his vaccine. But then I think the majority of the reception here was a warm welcome from the community members, and the elderly people have been receiving us and then registering with us to get the vaccine.
And maybe just tell us about the initiative from your side as young people, obviously being so proactive. What started this initiative?
So, as you know, that the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation has community-based youth clubs in different communities in the South of Johannesburg. So these young people come, especially those who come from here in Fine Town, they saw the need that we need to play a social compact part also on our part as citizens to gather our older people who are unable to get this information or get themselves to their testing vaccination stations and get vaccinated. So they decided that they will consolidate them, register them, and then make a plan for them to get to the vaccination site and get vaccinated. So it's actually young people playing their part as citizens and not contributing to the problem, but contributing to the solution towards the problem.
So quite a very positive contribution. In terms of your targets today, do you have a plan? What's going to happen?
Okay, so since we have started on Thursday, we've covered most of Fine Town area. Now we just left with the last section, which is the one that is behind us. So that's our target area for today. We're going to go into that community and see the older people there who we can register. But then so far, the whole of Fine Town will be covered by today once we're done there.
All right, so David, thank you so much indeed. So Yuveka, he's with the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation, responsible for the youth affairs, but also, most importantly, we know that the country is ramping up the vaccination program. We see that the numbers in terms of the COVID statistics, we've seen quite a massive spike, and this is really going to give a shot in the arm in terms of the government program, in terms of making sure that so many South Africans are enlisted. So we got an opportunity to speak to some people. Some are really keen to get the jab, and they're looking forward to that particular moment.